Our story begins on what should have been a regular day. A man named Isaac, who seems like any ordinary guy, strolls into a bank with his young son Kai. The air's filled with normal chatter, cashiers handling transactions, and customers waiting in line. But calm quickly turns to chaos. Out of nowhere, a gang of armed robbers storms in, guns raised, shouting at everyone to get on the floor. The crowd drops, screaming, cowering behind counters. But Isaac doesn't panic. Instead, he gently calls Kai closer. One of the robbers notices this and, thinking he can use the child as leverage, turns his gun toward Kai. Big mistake. Isaac removes what looks like a simple hearing aid from his ear. Suddenly, he enters a state of complete silence and total focus. Then, like a switch flips, Isaac goes from mild-mannered dad to unstoppable warrior. He launches into the robbers, disarming one, flipping another over his shoulder, twisting guns away, and putting down each threat in a matter of seconds. When the dust settles, all the robbers lie unconscious, or worse. Isaac emerges unscathed. He gathers Kai, glances up at the security cameras, and quietly slips away. But unbeknownst to Isaac, his heroic actions have a price. The entire incident was caught on camera. Footage spreads like wildfire across news outlets and social media. But that same video lands on the screens of some very dangerous people. Somewhere in a sleek, cold office, Jack Cinder, head of a covert ops organization called Phantom, leans forward, watching the bank footage. His eyes narrow as realization dawns. For years, two of his best operatives, Isaac and Kyra, vanished without a trace. He never knew why. Life has been quiet for Isaac, Kyra, and Kai, until the bank incident shatters their anonymity. Isaac knows the video will attract deadly attention, so he quickly packs up, takes Kai, and flees the city. Their destination, a hidden safe house deep in the Florida wilderness. Meanwhile, Cinder acts fast. He sends the video to all Phantom members, ordering a relentless hunt. He slaps a $25 million bounty on Isaac and Kyra, dead or alive. Every bounty hunter, assassin, and mercenary in the shadows is now looking for the Saar family. Across the globe, Kyra watches the footage in shock. Despite living apart from Isaac and Kai for years, she's been watching over them from afar. Now she knows they're in mortal danger. She contacts her cousin Marla, who works for the U.S. Department of Justice, revealing everything about Phantom and Cinder's illegal operations. Coincidentally, the DOJ has been quietly investigating Cinder, suspecting corruption and unauthorized operations. Meanwhile, Isaac and Kai trek through dense jungles, eventually reaching a hidden safe house. That night, Isaac and Kai share a quiet dinner, hoping they might finally breathe again. Late into the night, Isaac hears a noise, a faint footstep, the scrape of a wet boot across the wooden floor. He grabs a gun and cautiously investigates. Suddenly, a voice cuts through the shadows. "You're putting our son in danger." Isaac swings around to see Kyra standing there, dressed in black tactical gear. Their reunion isn't joyful, it's charged with anger. Kyra scolds Isaac for exposing himself in the bank. Their argument halts abruptly when Kai appears in the doorway, watching his parents with confused, frightened eyes. Kyra's icy demeanor melts as she embraces her son, emotions flooding back after years apart. Meanwhile, Cinder escalates the hunt. He calls together Phantom's elite, known as the G7, doubling the bounty and demanding Isaac and Kyra's elimination. No loose ends. Back at the safe house, Kyra tells Isaac she's reached out to Marla for help. Isaac doubts the DOJ can take down Cinder, but he agrees it's worth trying. The next day, they pile into a heavily armored vehicle, reinforced to withstand missile strikes. They hit the road, trying to stay one step ahead of their pursuers. At first, it's almost peaceful. Isaac plays old songs from his phone, nostalgic for memories of Kyra and Kai. But then, a thick fog rolls in. Isaac, ever cautious, checks the radar and detects multiple vehicles tailing them. Kyra springs into action. She tucks Kai into a hidden compartment in the car, a bulletproof chamber designed to protect him from any attack. Moments later, chaos erupts. A truck slams into their path. Bullets fly from every direction. Missiles streak overhead. Kyra grabs an assault rifle and unleashes a furious counterattack. She takes out several vehicles, but the attackers keep coming. A monstrous armored vehicle charges at them, immune to small arms fire. Kyra fires a grenade launcher, blowing the armored beast sky high. Thinking they've escaped, they drive toward a cliff, but enemy forces force them off the road and into the water. From above, G7 operatives watch the submerged vehicle, assuming the family drowned. Little do they know, Isaac, Kyra, and Kai escape underwater. Meanwhile, Cinder fumes over their escape. He rants that two deserters, one dragging a child, should have been an easy job for Phantom. His fury only fuels his obsession. Kyra and Isaac regroup. Isaac wonders how the enemy keeps finding them. Kyra insists only Marla and her husband Cliff knew their whereabouts, but she refuses to believe they'd betray her. The next day, Isaac wakes up alone. Kyra is gone. She's decided to end this herself. Cinder soon gets an unexpected call from Kyra. She demands he leave her family alone, threatening to expose Phantom's darkest secrets to the world if he refuses. Cinder, intrigued and arrogant, invites Kyra to his private island to talk. Kyra sails out to the small island, winds whipping through her hair, determination written across her face. Cinder greets her personally. He's suave, polite, pretending this is just a civilized conversation. Kyra suggests they speak in private, knowing full well she intends to kill him. As the two converse, tension crackles in the air. Suddenly, Kyra whips out a gun and fires at Cinder's chest. But instead of dropping, he staggers back and rips open his shirt, revealing a bulletproof vest. Cinder smiles. He knew she'd try something. Meanwhile, Marla and Cliff arrive to help Isaac. But it's a trap. The safe house they lead him to is swarming with G7 operatives. Isaac tries to fight, but he's outnumbered. He's captured and dragged away, along with Kai. Back on Cinder's island, the final pieces fall into place. Cliff, Marla's husband, has been the traitor all along. He sold out Isaac and Kyra's location to Cinder. Marla, heartbroken, confronts Cliff, devastated that her partner of 25 years would betray their family. Cinder reveals his ultimate plan. He intends to kill Isaac and Kyra, but spare young Kai. He wants to groom the boy into Phantom's future leader, a perfect operative bred from elite parents. But just as Cinder believes victory is his, they announce that Cinder is under arrest, acting on orders from the U.S. Department of Justice. They've been undercover agents all along, gathering evidence to bring Cinder down. Gunfire explodes across the island. Isaac and Kyra break free amid the chaos. Bullets zip past, grenades detonate, smoke clouds the corridors. Kyra grabs a grenade and detonates it near enemy forces, blasting them backward. Isaac fights hand-to-hand with Phantom agents, removing his hearing aid to enter his combat zone of silence. Eventually, only Cinder remains, wounded but defiant. He tries to escape by boat, but Kyra and Isaac chase him down on the waves. Boats slam together, gunfire shreds the night air. Kyra uses her vessel to ram Cinder's boat repeatedly. The final showdown happens on shore. Isaac tackles Cinder's last loyal bodyguard, while Kyra squares off against Cinder himself. Fists fly, blood splatters. Cinder lunges with a grenade, but Kyra dodges, countering with savage strikes. Isaac joins in, and together they finally overpower Cinder. Cornered, bleeding, and out of options, Cinder tries to use Kyra as a hostage, but Isaac and Kyra share a silent signal. In a split-second maneuver, they turn the tables, and Kyra finishes Cinder for good. Isaac, Kyra, and Kai leave the island as fugitives still, but they're together free, for now. And that, folks, is Shadow Force, an explosive thriller about love, loyalty, and how far you'd go to protect your family. What did you think? Would you sacrifice everything for the people you love? Drop your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more movie recaps. Until next time, stay safe and stay out of the shadows.